to the topic SwiftUI, HStack and VStack and ZStack. So how it make use of alignment guide to align the subviews of these stack views. Let's see it now. First we'll see HStack. Let's draw this HStack. And take the text view. So to explain this alignment, let's take the views which has a different size. So I define another stack and so HStack has got alignment property. So using this alignment guide, and we can align the subviews of HStack. So if I give as a center, so all centers of the subviews, the center point of that all subviews is aligned. When I give as a top, so all top edges of that subpoint is aligned, subviews are aligned. And when I give as a bottom, so all bottom edges will be aligned. For example, the alignment is top, but the first view to be aligned, that 10 points above that other views, and that can be defined by alignment guide. And we need to, so top alignment, I can provide the override the default one. If a view to be aligned, like this, so I can define this the first view to be aligned 10 lines above that, 10 lines above all the subviews. So I can define that as 10, so that all views as compared to other views, and first view is aligned 10 lines top of it. Instead I can give like this, dimension of top plus 10. For example, the third view is that define the same alignment. That is from the top, from compared to other views, and this the last view and the third view also should be 10 lines above that. So what happens if I VStack also define that alignment as a 10? So relative to each other, so all the position is the same, so all align to the top edge. So we can define the alignment is provides to define with respect to other views how this particular view can be aligned differently than others. So same way it is a bottom. It is a bottom. So that this alignment is overrides is alignment top, and it doesn't take in consider this because it has to be that alignment, the 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 vertical alignment is a bottom, so that properties only can be changed. So that alignment is a bottom, and the bottom with respect the bottom alignment properties only can be changed. So that we want to change that, and that should be changed to bottom. See here that the alignment point here, the bottom, it is overriding the bottom parameter, but haven't changed the top here. So the alignment point of the first view is 10. So 10, and the alignment point of the second view is also 10 because it I have not changed top, and the alignment point is a top, it is ignored. So it is ignored, and it is taking as a bottom. So the alignment point for this is a bottom. Bottom must be aligned to the 10 points, and then and this alignment point is 10, so it is aligned like this. So let's change this to bottom, and this is a bottom, and this two also a bottom. And this should be the bottom, because when if it is not with the parent alignment and it ignores it, so that should be the bottom. So all bottom is aligned, but and it adds space 10 to that. If we want to keep the space of 10 with respect to the parent view for all the views, we can define like this. Next alignment is providing by SwiftUI for the as a vertical alignment, and that is first text baseline. The first text baseline is the text, all the text of the text baseline is equivalent to that the edges of the text, and it aligns it. For example, we can add a padding to here, padding of 16, and this one is a padding of 16, and this one is padding of 16. So all the first text baselines are aligned here, not to the top edges. The same way last text baseline, it aligns all last text baselines. The alignment point here for the each view is last text baseline, so that all alignment points is aligned it now. If we want to change the alignment point of first text baseline, and that alignment point would like to change, this is the last one, so last text baseline. So the alignment point is last text baseline plus 10. So it is moved up, and if you want to be same thing and to be aligned, if you want to give the space, some space between parent and this text view, and the same thing can be changed. So that all alignments is aligned here, all last text baselines is aligned, and along with the space to the parent is 10 is provided that. So what if instead of text and that is image? This is the now image now. So to understand better, let's remove this padding to make it and this is 10 also. I'm removing this. The last text baseline, it aligns the text in that views, but the image view is calculates that the bottom edge is equal is that text alignment. So now that bottom edge is aligned to the text now. If we want to move that image little down, because there is a gap in between this border and then image, so I want to align this circle border to that, and we can add alignment guide here. So the parent alignment is last text alignment, so I can copy that. So can define with respect to other alignments, and so I need to define the point, alignment point. I want that alignment point to be 0.9 of that entire width. So I define like this. So it is move little bit. If you want to be pure, see. So I can define that last text baseline for the image with respect to that length of height of that image. The bottom will gives the height of the image, and that, so that it defined as a 0.7 comes to here, and that will be aligned to that last text baseline. So this is alignment of HStack, and let's go to the VStack now. So VStack, I will change this as a HStack, and the VStack will not have this, so I will make it as a center, and that is, so here it is alignment is center, so it is overriding the last text baseline, it's ignores it, and it takes over, so it is center. When I give as a leading, it is a aligns leading. When give as a trailing, it aligns trailing. With respect to trailing, if we want to override that trailing dimension, then we can be trailing, can be changed. So say I want to give that plus 10. So there is a gap between that parent stack view, and then so I can add this everywhere. So image, now the image point here, let me, okay, this is trailing, and this is trailing, and this is trailing. So the point, the image point, it is to align with the trailing point is 0.7 of that. So that's why there is a distance of 10 from the parent and the trailing edge. Now this, the from the, let's remove this to explain this. So the now the trailing point of that alignment point of that image is defined as a 0.7 of the length. So that's why it is aligning to the 0.7. So basic point here is that we need to find that alignment point with respect to parent alignment point. With respect to the alignment, it is set it on the parent, and with respect to that we can define our own for each view we can define that alignment point, and those alignment points will be aligned. So and we can define the custom alignment, and the custom alignment to place will be useful scenarios like this to, and this is top, let it be top, and this is to be top. So top, and this should be top, and this should be top, and this should be the alignment of that is the top, right? So top, so let's all tops should be aligned. Let's see that now I want to align, if it is center and it aligns the centers of all subviews. what if we want to align this point to the center of this first text view? So we can define a custom alignment. Here this protocol and alignment ID protocol need to be implement that, and it has got the default value, and by default, so when I provide this as a alignment, I define this enum class as it is single instance it gives, and so that class align vertical center, and that should be set to that vertical alignment, and that instance, so align vertical center, and so we are providing to that alignment is vertical alignment instance, so that instance is creating, and that is pointing to the alignment vertical center, and this alignment vertical center is whichever view sets the alignment center, and that alignment point is bottom of that view. So let's align vertical center. I want to align the first view center, the bottom by 2 use the height by 2, that alignment point is center, and I need to override whichever it is that, and alignment vertical center, that point center to the center of the first text view. So I place this, these are all ignored because these are all top, and this one has a set as a align vertical custom alignment, so these will be ignored. Whichever the alignment guide overrides with that will be considered. So alignment guide and alignment vertical center, and this one I want to align it the center of that first text, so the bottom by 2. See, it is, instead of aligning, the alignment point is defined is the alignment of that first view. If this alignment is moved back to second one, and this one we align to the second one, if the alignment point is defined, so like this, so we can define our custom alignment points so that the respective alignment points of that other subviews will be aligned. The alignment points of that subviews will be aligned, so we can define our own for each view the alignment point. As the alignment point of each view changes, so all subviews is aligned based on the alignment point of that respective subviews. So let's move on to ZStack, and that will have both vertical and horizontal alignment. So okay, Okay, then we'll define a ZStack which is got both vertical and horizontal alignments here. So let's take a rectangle. Place here, not here. Place here, and then let's give it as a frame of width 100 and another rectangle. Let's give as a width. So the ZStack overlaps this, and let's fill with color. Fill with color red. And fill with color something blue. Okay, so it is ZStack, and it can align in both directions. So let's see. Now there is two rectangles here, red and then blue, and it is overlapping. ZStack will overlaps because it depends on the coordinates of that view. So we can define a coordinates with the offset, and then according to that coordinates, and it plays the view. And if it is now the coordinates is not given, and it is the coordinates of this both rectangle is center, so it's overlapping each other. So it's best to explain this overlapping. Let's say the horizontal leading edges to be aligned. Now it is aligned, and vertical top edges to be aligned. Let's change this to 200. Yes, see. Now the first one is length is 100, and then second one is the 50 and height is 200. Now the leading edges of both rectangles is now aligned. If you want trailing edges to be aligned, it can be trailing edges to be aligned. Now it is trailing edges is aligned, and along with the bottom edges aligned. It can be done like this. And this entire thing can be replaced by like this. So, and one more thing, that everything we talked in VStack and ZStack, everything can be applied here, and they're all custom views, custom alignment, first baseline, and all things is can be applied here in as a horizontal and vertical. So those things can be aligned whichever way we define that alignment point of that horizontal and vertical. So that everything applies here. And then instead of this, and SwiftUI provides, instead of this, we can directly provide like this, bottom trailing. See, that same thing. So vertical is bottom, horizontal is trailing, and top leading. So we can define our custom alignments, or the make use of everything which is explained in vertical and horizontal alignments to here to define separately horizontal and vertical. Otherwise we can combine like this, and we can define our custom element to define both views. So that can be done, and this is all about of this alignment guide to make use of align the subviews of parent. Parent can be ZStack or VStack or HStack, and this is the basic point. We define our alignment of a view, and each alignment point of that all subviews will be aligned based on that aligned point defined for that particular subview. And thank you.